And this, viewers, if you could bottle happiness and put it in a jar, is what you get. Ready? Yay!
I can't quite believe it, to be honest with you. This is absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
So you're a happy boy, are you, Reg?
Couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. It's an absolutely beautiful car. I'm really loving the Alpine white on the 3-door with the Orbit Grey alloys. It's an LCI2, so it's got the touchscreen, it's the digital dash. It's beautiful. I love it.
Really nice.
I love it. It's a great car.
Okay, let's go and get some fry up. Let's get some breakfast.
Oh, yeah. First breakfast in the 140.
Woo! Okay, Reg, so tell us about this M140 Shadow Edition, the main reason you bought it and the main reason it's different from my one. What am I missing out on?
Okay, so yours is not a Shadow Edition, but basically, so this came up on Facebook, on the Owners Club page actually, as a pre-registered M140i, and it was basically, the previous owner was BMW, and it had 17 miles on the clock. And the original price, 17 miles, and
so
actually
it's a new car effectively.
It is. It actually had less, but Dan, the sales guy, he drove it and took it and got petrol for me. He put half a tank of fuel in there for me, which was nice of him. So actually it had less miles, but when I picked it up, it had 17. And the reason why I was planning on doing this, in October. It's my 25th birthday in October, and I was working hard to sort of save up a big deposit. And then I was just planning on going to BMW and just saying, guys, I'm really interested in the 140i, what have you got? And then go.
Well, you've been talking, Reg has been every single day, I get a Facebook message from Reg saying, John, I've seen this one, this one, it's 33 grand, 34 grand, whatever. And then this one came up and he said to me, John, there's a new Shadow Edition going for 26,995.
Reduced from 39 grand.
I couldn't believe it.
I'd
have bought it at that price. I thought I got a good deal with mine, with 10,000 on the clock. And compared to the deal Reg got, that's a phenomenal price, that is.
Yeah.
So what do you get with the Shadow Edition then? What's the main difference?
So with the Shadow Edition, you get darkened taillights, you get darkened inserts, so black inserts on the headlights. You get cruise control, so you get a lot of optional equipment standard. So that is cruise control.
Yeah.
You get the Harman Kardon sound system as standard.
That's nice. That's important, that, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they should all have that really, because it's so good.
It's a big difference. I've had both.
Yeah.
And the Harman Kardon is an improvement. When you sit in that car, close all the door up, just start the stereo up, you can really notice that.
You can feel the bass, it's really crisp.
What are the specific things, not the spec things, what are the things that are unique to the Shadow Edition? So we've got the darkened
kidney grills.
Yeah.
Like I said, the rear tail lights are tinted.
Yeah.
The inserts on the headlights.
The digital
dash, you get the LCI2 digital dash, which is nice. It's not fully digital, it's partially digital, but it still looks great.
So the hands are real, and the back of it's not real. The dashboard's also slightly different, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's got a completely new design.
It's got like a
top stitch.
Yes.
Yeah, a lovely little top stitch, which is nice. It stands out.
Yeah.
Different.
That machine in that plastic leather.
But it looks good. It looks really, really nice.
It does look nice. Yeah.
What else have you got?
So there's not too much on the interior though. The main thing on the interior is the different dash layout, and the digital instrument.
Yeah.
And the outside, it's mainly a few little cosmetic things. The big one, the alloy wheels as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
You get sort of different colour alloy wheels.
They're called Orbit Grey. There's two types of alloys you can get. These ones, and there's another black version, but I can't remember the name. I'm sure there's people watching that will know what I'm talking about.
I'll put them in the description.
But there's two options. The ones that I've got are the Orbit Grey ones, and I think they look great. They've almost got like a little blue hue to them.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think nice in that light. When they first came out, these things they were about 10 grand more expensive, weren't they? Or they were about 37, 38.
They weren't that much. I think the Shadow Edition. I think the price of it was. I think it was like between 1,300 and 2 grand to get the Shadow Edition
on top.
But it's really nice.
So how come they're so cheap now then? Or is that just a one-off deal? So you still normally pay a bit more for a Shadow Edition?
You would. I think that's just a one-off deal. But the fact is, the whole car was an amazing deal because of the spec. So what else have we got? We've got that. We have
got the Pro Nav.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Pro navigation.
And that comes as standard on the Shadow Edition.
No, it comes with navigation and the smaller screen, but it comes with navigation as standard. But it doesn't come with Pro Nav. That's an optional extra.
And that's important, isn't it?
And you've got BMW Connected Drive on there as well. So you've got online services.
So you can turn the aircon on when you're away from the car using your phone, especially on a day like today. That's pretty cool. You can also see where your car's located.
Yeah. How much fuel you've got left. If it needs, how much oil, I think it's oil level, if there's any warning lights, or it basically shows you all the diagnostics.
Turning the aircon on in advance, that's really cool, good, isn't it?
You can set a climate time it, so if you go to work, if you have to leave work at 5 in the morning, you can set it to cool down the car at 20 to 5. Yeah. It's really, really nice. And it's just nice that you've got this little app where you can see where the car is, and how much fuel you've got. You can turn the headlights on and off.
I didn't even know that existed. I've had the car for, the M135 for this. I don't know if you could get that on there. And I've had the 140. And the day after he buys these, he sends me a screenshot on Facebook of this app controlling the temperature.
And so now you need to get on that.
Yeah, so now I've done it and I've got it. It's quite cool, actually.
It is very cool. Yeah. And you can see if the doors are open, or if you forget to lock the car, for example, when you're at work. You can just
if you forget to buy a parking ticket, Reg, it would remind you on that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, can we edit that bit out? Don't talk about that.
We just went for breakfast.
We did.
And we were talking so much about the 140 and nattering away. We got out of the car, closed it, went off and had breakfast, and he forgot to buy a ticket in the car.
But what else? We were also I was quite obsessed about finding a good parking space. Because
you had about 4 different spots, didn't you?
I did.
But never mind, you'll get over that. Yeah, when you get a new car, you're going to ultra protective mode, don't you? About every bit of it. But the car in general seems in reasonable nick. We're going to be polishing it all up, and maybe doing a video on what you can do with white cars to bring out. The one thing that you don't get is that kind of reflective kind of mirror kind of gloss with them. So anything you can do to bring that up is going to be beneficial on the white car. So there's some advantages to the white car and some disadvantages, but it looks really, really good. So we'll do a separate video on how you can make white cars look good. And like I say, we're probably going to put a ceramic on this for you, aren't we?
Yeah, I'd love to, especially as it's a new. This car's only 3 months old.
Yeah.
It's got now.
And you're going to be using it, aren't you? Every day it's going to be a daily driver as well as a car that you enjoy. So you'll probably get the benefits of having that ceramic coating on there.
And the cars. I think I bought the car with 17 miles on the clock, and now it's got about 95. I'm trying to run in the engine gently. I've done a few squirts, like coming out of junctions and stuff, but I've been short shifting it.
You or the car?
Yeah, no, the car. But I've been changing gear at about 4,500 RPM. There's a big debate over whether you need to run in the B58 engine. A lot of people are saying you don't have to, and you're probably right.
You've got to run it in 8,000 revs, I heard.
Yeah, exactly. Red line as soon as you leave the factory. No, but I'm just playing it safe, really, because this is a big deal to have a new car for me. I've got an opportunity here. I'm just driving it sensibly. Yes, I am doing a few hard pulls, going through the gears, but I'm short shifting. But I'm so happy with the car. Like, I did not expect to be driving a brand new Shadow Edition M140i so soon. I mean, I've been hanging around with John, being a passenger in his lovely Melbourne Red 140, which has been Motec'd, and it is absolutely beautiful. And every time I'm in it, I'm just like, I need this car so bad. I mean,
and the cool thing for me is, whenever Reg gets in my car, I'm always like, get in there carefully, Reg, get in there carefully. And I always feel like a bit of an old woman. But as I was getting in there, he's like, John, can you wipe your hands down first? And he went and bought some cleaning wipes for me, so I wasn't touching anything.
That is now a rule.
Your feet.
That's a rule now. I've got.
You can't help it though. The new car, you just want to keep it absolutely mint.
You do.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go to the shop and get some water.
Why?
My hands are greasy.
Are you serious?
No, I'm 100% serious. So the car's open.
And it's also made me realise that the effect of my one at 10,000 miles, I thought it looked like a new car, but it doesn't. Especially the steering wheel. I thought I had my steering wheel good nick, but it's not. It's shiny compared to yours, so I need to go back. I don't think I'll ever get it like yours.
It's the grease, isn't it? It's the oils and stuff that get in the leather.
It's been a while since I've cleaned it, so maybe I need to go back and do that again. So there are things that are going to deteriorate, and it's also making me realise, if I'd have waited, I'd have been able to get the new Shadow Edition.
But that was like, to be honest with you, that deal that I got on that car was
unreal.
They do come up, and obviously the M140i is coming to the end of its life now. So BMW are going to be I don't even think they're building them anymore.
There might be some bargains to have, but I don't even know to get one cheaper than 26,995.
For that spec, I mean that spec, and it's top tier spec. Another thing I forgot to mention, it's got the folding mirrors. and a few other bits like that. But yeah, it's a top spec car, and I could not let it go.
Let it go
for that price.
No. And you're spending the same money on this each month as he was keeping the 330ci going. The only thing is you've got to get rid of that 330ci. But anyway, we better wrap this one up. So that is Reg's new Shadow Edition 140, and we'll do some, like I say, lots more videos to come on it and how you can improve the look of white cars. So thanks for tuning into the Forensics Detailing channel. It's a goodbye from me, and it's a goodbye from him.
It is, and I just
Where did that come from? That's the two Ronnies, isn't it? I
just want to say a big thanks to Dan Perkis as well at BMW Snows. He was really great. He helped me with the car. Awesome sales guy. So if you need any cars, go over down to Snows in Portsmouth and have a chat to him. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Right.
Okay, so in addition to the DCTs, but even the new M5 has got a ZF8 speed. They've gone away with the dual clutches and they've used the ZF8 and with the torque converter because it's so good, it's so smooth, it's so quick. But with the B58 engine, you can make progress and short shift at like 4,500 RPM because it's got so much torque low down. It is literally like how you would drive a 335D. Yet what you can't do with a 335D is rev it out, and you haven't got that top end. You know, that it's an amazing engine. It's
Can you pass me that sword there, Reg?
That what?
That sword.
The sword?
There, Jen, that's it, that's it.
Anyway, I love the car.
We've been talking on camera for about half an hour here. I know. Battery's running out.
Thanks for joining us on Car Chat. Episode 1 of Car Chat.
Car Chat.
And we hope you like this.
Chav.
Cars and chat. And it's just good to talk about cars. You know, we're two petrol heads, and
One and a half.
Yeah, 1.5. I'm an extreme petrol head.
No, you're the half.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. But listen, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, have a good day.
You heard it here, folks. Have a good day. Adios.
Right, on that bombshell.
On that bombshell. Right,
And,
let me get some shots of you driving that thing out.
Alright, buddy. Well, thanks very much for today.
No worries.
I've got a wet back from that little prank you played on me, which is very funny.
Right. I'll record you driving out, Reg.
Yeah,
Smile to the camera, Reg.
guys, take it easy.
Don't wrap it round a tree.
I'll try not to.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when you